my friends. Candace-Marie Mitcham here with Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices, Silverhawk Realty East Idaho in Idaho Falls. And I am here with my good friend,
Brandy Knight with Highlands Residential Mortgage.
And we're here at Caribou Crossing Townhomes in Idaho Falls, right by Winco and the Exhale Day Spa. And we wanted to talk to you today about some common questions that Brandy's been getting and I've been getting, which then I have Brandy chime in and answer for us about what's going on in the financial world and what's going on with obtaining mortgages right now. So if you have any questions about this, please feel free to call Brandy at
208-569-4085. Or you can go to my website, brandyknight.com.
All right. Or you can give me a call as well if you have any other questions about real estate at 208-81-AGENT, 208-812-4368. And with that, Brandy, what are you hearing a lot right now?
There are so many questions. People want to know about down payment assistance, which there's lots of that out there. Idaho Housing is a great source for that. We can help people with their down payment assistance. They can actually go up to a total of 10% for you, so they can cover quite a bit.
So most people are thinking, I can't afford to buy because 20% is a lot. How am I going to save that up? There's a lot of things. There's inflation. There's everything else. So based on the programs right now, they could get in for 10%.
Well, you can actually get in, if you're a first-time home buyer, I can get you in for as little as 3%.
3%.
And if I use down payment assistance, you only have to come in with 0.5% of your own money.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And our average sale price in Idaho Falls is kind of fluctuating between $400,000 to $420,000 for a single family home. Again, we're here at Caribou Crossing right now, and we're ranging from the 320-ish to the 370-ish for the models that we have here. So when you take those figures and then you figure what's 20% of that with a conventional loan, or what's 3% with a first-time home buyer, call Brandy.
Yes.
That makes your buying power a little bit more palatable to get into your first home.
You can, yes, it's much easier.
Awesome. Now, with buying a townhome, is there anything that is different from your perspective versus doing a traditional built home?
For a townhome, no, unless there's an HOA.
All right. And here we do have an HOA.
Okay.
And so our HOA is $85 a month. And that takes care of your road maintenance, snow clearance, and the landscaping in the common areas.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, and which, by the way, they are putting in 2 parks, a people park, as I like to call it, and also a dog park here too. But with that said, how does the HOA factor in when you're getting approved?
So when we have an HOA, we are going to put that in to your payment, and it's going to affect like your debt to income. So that overall total debt to income. However, we're not going to escrow that like we do your homeowner's insurance and your taxes. So we're not paying it for you, but I have to count it in there so we can make sure that we stay within where we need to keep you approved.
And so for people that haven't bought before, some of the things that you'll start to hear acronyms and things like that. So when you're going through the process, you may speak to somebody who says, what's your DTI? That's your debt to income ratio. So how much are you paying out every month on your reoccurring bills versus how much are you bringing in every month? So what Brandy is saying is they're going to take a look at that and say, okay, if your debt to income ratio is here, we also need to just include in that calculation to make sure you're safe affording your payment and add in that $85 a month on top of what your estimated mortgage is. However, they're not going to include that in your mortgage payment. So you have to account for actually paying that on your own, but it will be a part of your financial viability score that they're gonna give you on what you can afford on a monthly basis.
That it will.
All right, awesome. Between the two of us, we'll get everybody understanding what's going on here.
That's my goal. That's my goal.
Well, that's awesome. With that said, is there anything else that you would say would be one of the top 3 questions that you're hearing of late from consumers that are calling?
So everybody wants to know what the rates are. And it's a tough question to answer. There's so many things that go into that. What kind of home you have, what your loan to value is, how much are you putting down, what's your credit score. There's like 30 different things that actually affect people's rates. And so when you call and your lender says, and hedges, this is why. It's because they don't want to quote something and then it's not accurate.
Well, and I tend to see that it's the fear of the unknown is what's stopping people from asking the question. It's, I don't want to look at the mess in my closet. right? And so, but the best thing you can do is kind of face that question and call your lender, who this is what they do all day long. So nothing is going to surprise them unless it's a literal skeleton in a closet, which I guess it's that time of year, it might be fitting.
It might, yeah.
But with that said,
Depends
call
on
them
how
again.
seasoned they are.
Right?
When you were shopping.
Is it marinated? But just ask the question and start the conversation. And I would say more often than not, there's going to be somebody that has something going on financially that maybe they need to work through. But it's better to have an advisor that's going to work with you to really take a look at it and give you the best advice that they can for either getting you in a home now or preparing to take steps to make that happen in 6 months from now or 12 months from now.
Yes, that's why we always want people to give us a call. So I can do things like run like these credit simulators that will tell us if we can pay this off or pay this down or open an account, and we can get your score to where we need it to be or your debt to income to where we need it to be. Then I can help get more people qualified. And trust me, we have seen just about everything. You can't scare us off. Even if your score is super low or you don't have any money to put down, if you don't have the job history, it's just better to give us a call. There's lots and lots of solutions.
Yep. Just take a friend with you on that journey. It's not so scary. So
yes.
We'll get you there.
Yes.
Well, awesome. Thank you as always for coming and joining me. So again, my name is Candace-Marie Mitcham. I'm with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Silverhawk Realty East Idaho. You can reach me at 208-81-AGENT, 208-812-4368. You can also find me on social media at Candace with an A, Candace-Marie R.E. And Brandy?
You can reach me at 208-569-4085. You can call or text anytime. Or you can go to my website, which is brandyknight.com.
Knight like the guy with the big sword.
Knight like the sword, yeah. Brandy like the drink, Knight like your knight in shining armor.
There you go. All right, thanks for joining us, guys.